take care of him, Commander.
I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
Oh no. Let's get inside the city.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to. Oh yeah, happens a lot. Don't have proper building material or nothing. Oh, you put. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. They're doing some.
Necessary part of the plan. Therefore, you need the Order of the Ascendant. Drop by our predictory today and find out how you can take an active part in your future. This church just suffered an involuntary 15% reduction in workforce, an unfortunate surprise to all personnel, something that will never happen with the Order, where our predictions help guide our people's lives. With peak efficiency,
The creator of best of an terminal other people. Kaipus Donald unselected flows can
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the... Apologies. Lately, the abbot... You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but, well, if it's in the display's best interests, yes. Suppose I frequently launch into extended orations on every. Oh dear, as I'm sure you've read in, I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers.
see.
Never as eventually my. Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst
We're not
is
going
behind us.
anywhere! Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction! You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's choice. That's what those on account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. What? Because real happy as I am to make your
Oh.
acquaintance, I'm busy. Screw their predictions. We have people. Chance of not what I would. I honestly, I couldn't get anywhere with Administrator Daggerwall, but you, maybe you'll have better luck. I got a pretty fancy gun I was issued back. Thanks, stranger. You can find.
Broke my nose I banged him up.
The void you did. Barely connected. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda.
Doesn't like to look.
Anyhow. Ow.
Keep your lamps lit.
Tilda.
Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
People are saying good things about you.
You got business? No? Move on. Earth who? Name of what now? You got some kind of egg? Oh, you're the...
Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent
Yes.
Galloway is slightly less trustful than most. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you Purchase Act Feast Thine. Greetings. I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance venture at the
Yes.
Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering about his glory days. I hardly expected him to locate anything. It's superb. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's Mercy be... Oh no, I'm not getting fooled on that again. There's all... We stand beyond that. We've still got folks we care about out there. Step right. What fine contraband might I supply you with this?
Greetings. Look at, or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate, or that's my. Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? Here in Matriarch's Mercy, sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Half the time, we say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free. Go on, get out of here. Scram!
Look, your nose was just a stand. Oh, my aching head.
My noggin sure is sore.
How long are we meant to stay here?
That's the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Algorithmic dissonance? And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a... Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Typically, no. And the abbot felt to show how the Crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the... I'm also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our... I am sure they... According to data, life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile We have diverted... But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you then back to... Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside... We gain minute insight into the grand plan.
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
If we factor for random elements offsetting certain key variables, upsetting the mock apple cart, as it were, we start to grasp the potential range
With
of
soup,
disruption.
as with life.
You there! Cease rifling in your colleagues' pockets or else! And you, no jostling! Oh, forget it. May whatever we discuss, speak freely.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals. What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The Consul tried to kill presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar. So we saw that.
How long are we meant to stay here?
That's the order.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return?
Halt! I don't recall letting you inside. See, we have an entry process here. Means no cutting in line. You're not a refugee. Either way, you're still at rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Can't say I did. You need any.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight into the grand plan.
intend to stay here?
Ask the Order. I'm not in the prediction.
Where do we go now? Another refugee? Another colony?
I predict within 8.231.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99. Well, as the assigned, the overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. The Order, if I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. Appreciate you. My time is yours. You may
What is it? Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the Voice of the Displaced, aren't you? Oh, May, is it? This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Or that it only that's, you see. But the ever-disruptive Voice of the Displaced is dead set on occupying the... We don't know. The Seer has... Furthermore, and now the Voice has involved you. The first step, the Displaced want the With your seasoned... Any questions before you get started? I can tell you she's a... You can find her, but you already knew that. Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to... According to predict... Many people... Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Have you Well then, if you need me in the meantime, good. As with probability, there is an art to meet. Besides, to put it but with effort, patience, and collaboration. Duties of an administrator never end.
By the law. It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. Since you aren't a... Thank the architect. I knew you'd be back. Well, I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to Many thanks. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else? Where to begin? I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them. As a doctor, we don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with... Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. Since you just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm. My thanks. The Seer... Now, take the datapad. With my thanks.
And I should add that the plants are well fertilized in this entire process.
Also, as the expelled contents contain undigested purpleberry seeds, the distribution of the plants is increased, helping infected purpleberry plants to spread farther and grow better than uninfected ones. Perhaps.
Okay, we are going to sleep.